We have reached the end of our course. I had a great time with you sharing my process as well as my influences. I hope you learned to understand the fundamentals of typographical design as well as how you can bring your projects to life. In this lesson, I'll review the steps I took from beginning to end on my final project. In this way, you can work on your own final project with more confidence and inspiration. In this course, we start by understanding format, which are dimensions that are representing our canvas. Either you work on print or in software, the dimensions that are our canvases will inform the design elements too. Then we move to composition, which is how the design elements interact with each other and with the format itself. Then we move to a case study on one of my labels, where I show you how the design elements play together, but also how the format is informing the design choices inside. Then we learn 5 design concepts: shape, spacing, color, hierarchy, and rhythm. The understanding of these design concepts will also increment the impact that your message will have in the audience. On all of my design projects, I like to start with plain paper and pencil. Sketching physically allows me to have a better sensibility in my design and also a different approach on how I do things. Then I'm ready to go on the computer. Once I'm on the computer, I'll translate my sketch into the digital form, which means that I'll maybe do different design choices because in this way, I have a different perspective of my design. Once I'm happy with the design, then I'm ready to print it out. Going back to the platform that I started with, something analog and tangible, will bring that evolution on my design and take it to the next level. We took those notes and adjustments back to the computer. Final edits, maybe we find something else that we would like to change. This means that we're ready to introduce color and embellishment. While introducing color and embellishment, we notice how depth and dimension start coming to life. The sense of lighting, shadows, and dimension on the letters will increment the impact on your composition too. Once you have finished your project, remember that it's very important to have archives of your work. It's always good to revisit to the past and maybe have inspiration there to bring into the present. If you are interested in continuing education in typography, look for those organizations and typographical institutions who can help you with this journey. Maybe you find a group of people like you, as a typographer, to whom you can share your work with. Finally, be sure to check out additional resources that I have put in this course. Once you have finalized your project or complete the tasks, share them with the rest of us in the Domestika forum. I can't wait to see what you have created. I'll try my best to respond to your questions or comments on this platform as soon as I can. Thank you so much for taking this course. I really appreciate it. And until then, bye-bye.